Today I've been checking out JDM Rise of the Scorpion, which is out now in prologue form, so you can download it free from Steam. What's a prologue? Well, it's kind of an extended demo, an intro to the game you could say. I like a good racing game, but sometimes it's nice just to kick back with something a bit more fun, and I love a good JDM car. It's still my dream to own a Scooby WRX or Evo 6 or 7. When I was a kid, I had the posters on my wall, and well, maybe one day. Anyways, at the heart, this is a JDM drifting game, but there was also drag racing and normal racing as well, shown in the training area, which I wasn't expecting. But it's definitely tailored more towards the JDM drift culture. And you know, sometimes when a dev focuses their attention on what they like and keeping the scope small, it can lead to better things. There is a kind of story here. It's told in a manga style, which I thought was a nice touch, but the writing is pretty terrible. I think they need to make some major improvements with the writing and the story, but the manga presentation is fun. Once you're in the game, you don't get a huge amount in this prologue. You get a small section of the map around a lake, a car garage with some new cars to buy, so there's Mazdas, Scoobies, Evos and stuff like that. There's a tuner shop and a training section driving school. With the tuner shop, the more things you do, like the driving schools and the races, you'll unlock more parts. Once in the game, it takes that Forza approach of open world. You're free to drive wherever you like, visit locations, and just drive around drifting. Obviously, the drifting is the main part. I mean, I'm never good at drifting, and to be fair, on most games, I will avoid the drifting sections. But I didn't find it terrible. I was able to drift and able to control it. I did see a lot of people complaining about the grip, but I didn't notice any issues here. The map was interesting in parts. I liked the narrow streets, but its problem is it's just a lot of like big towns or areas and then roads and mountains in between. And they weren't really filled with anything interesting, and there's no fast travel, which made getting around very, very, very tedious. Again, if you get to a point of interest in most games, I would hope it's a fast travel location, but in this one, it's not. The racing was kind of exciting, I guess. Like, when you were both drifting, it looks kind of cool. Like, just following that car drifting around looked good. However, it's unfortunately way let down by the AI for the races. And cars in general, it's just pretty terrible. The races just follow a set route, regardless if you're there or not. Sometimes it was easier just to hang back, especially in drifting, and just compete alone. Unfortunately, with this, there are a ton of issues, which I hope will get sorted. However, kind of my main two issues were the graphics, the stuttering, and the slowness. Even on a 3080 with 48 gigs of RAM, it was terrible. It really made the game hard to play. Like, the graphics aren't even that good. I mean, graphics don't mean everything, but my computer runs Forza and everything absolutely fine. It also had some terrible ghosting on your car. So why, with terrible graphics and stuff, was it running so slowly? I wasn't too sure. Plus, also, the draw distance isn't the best. Cars would just vanish in and out. And I would say the graphics on this game are mid, 2010s rather than 2024. However, credit where credit is due, the weather effects, especially the fog, look pretty good. The next issue I kind of had was the physics and the damage model. There's none. There's no damage model at all. And like, if you just hit a rock or sign, you just stop dead. There's no bouncing off or coming off at an angle damage, nothing like that. And I think that needs put in this game, especially damage, but the physics also needs looked at. It's such a shame that this prologue wasn't better. I think parts of the racing community would have loved to have seen this reach its potential and offer like a JDM mixed racing game but set in Japan. But after playing for over an hour, I uninstalled, and the game needs a long time to cook before coming out. I hope the devs realise this and have not destroyed the community confidence in the project too much and bring a good product to market when it does come out, because it's currently sitting at mixed and some of them reviews are not good. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.